Got your wizard on my wand, I just finished the Nuzlocke. Yeah, I'm farting on my roommate's door, I'm not gonna knock. Wearing Wiz shirts in public so the Wiz babes all flock. Bitch, I'm maxed out, why'd you hit 7 and fucking stop? Dahlia is my mom, she just helped me grow my deck. Hit her castle, she all on my Wiz. Insane bolt the tech, make her drink my potion. Got pilk running down her fucking neck. Zeke taught the Krok Sutra, now I'm running up a check. I can talk to these women, oh shit, I just fucking rizzled. Can't even tie my shoes, she still wants my little wizard. Woman more like Mander, I'll talk to my little lizard. Zarek gave me the strats, now I'm all up in her gizzard.
What is up, losers? This game is fucking broken. Hold on. Nope, not that one. What's up, losers? Okay, why the fuck? I've been trying for like 3 minutes. Watch, I'm gonna put this on screen and it's just gonna start working. Why the fuck can't I change my video resolution? It won't even let me go to video options. Do I have to, like, fucking do this? Oh my god, this is gonna break everything. What the fuck? I guess I'm gonna have to restart. Ah, I hate this game. What's up, losers? Okay, today I'm going to be trying really hard and like sweating and doing really high level gameplay if my game will work. So, you know, if you're one of these jokesters in chat, it's not going to work today. That's what you said last time? Okay, last time I swear I was like drugged in Croatia. If you want to see the worst Wizard 101 gameplay, watch my, like, post-Croatia Wiz gameplay. I don't know what happened to me. I actually think I was drugged. What's up, TCU? Did you do the same level lock for the Storm Run? Yeah. There's, like, a weird dorm room thing where if you unlevel lock and then you run in the dorm room and then
Daddy!
Yo, McQueendies with the member, appreciate it. If you unlevel lock, run in the dorm room while it's like mid on giving you levels, you go to the old level lock. It's like a really weird glitch. And chat will tell you I didn't discover it, but I discovered it.
My dungle, Flumbo my dimble, Bleeper my zeepner, Glor.
Can we teach religion? Oh my god. I don't know if this breaks for you guys when that kind of shit happens, but like my computer is like tweaking. Okay, wait, I'm on the right screen. Okay. Bang. Okay. Is it gonna work? They've only had 17 years to patch this stuff out, so we can't be too hard on them. We good? We ballin'? Swerving and bending that corner. Whoa. Alright, I have to delete this character. I just want to make sure I don't have anything good on it. No. And then I got rid of, like, most of my spell elements, right? Yeah, good. Alright. Bro, I totally reacted to Peanut's thing. I just don't engage with religious content. You can't come into my, you know, what's the word for like allows all religion? There's a word for that. I forget what it's called. And talking about some Flimple My Dimple stuff. No, isn't secular just
Daddy?
Secular is like separated from religion. Like the American government is a secular government. But there's a word for like enables all religion. I don't know what it's called. I should start a school. We could do it like for-profit style. We could do it GCU style. I'm thinking Streamer University, but like instead of me paying for everything, I like charge you guys tuition. I think that could be cool. Coexist? The Pantheon? I thought Pantheon was just like isn't that Roman? Like if I'm in the Pantheon of whatever, Myth Wizards have to be blonde. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. What the fuck is the hair color?
Remember, if you all right then.
Amy Legend Strider? I don't know if I fuck with that, but sure. But like if someone says like I'm in the pantheon of throwing Wizlocke runs, usually they're referring to like I am among the like greats of throwing, you know. Amy like from Sonic the Hedgehog. Wait, I'm locking in. Pan religious. Wait, let me ping the Discord before they get mad at me. Cool. But what I don't get is like, usually when people refer to like, or not always, but a lot of the time when people refer to like the golden age of something, it's like not when it's the most popular. Which like I would think that like if someone was talking about the golden age of a game, it's like the most popular period of that game, but usually it's not. Pantheon is a league character. Mods, do what you have to do. I fought for many hard years in the League War to keep the League players out. Golden Age of Xerath was ski mask streams? Objectively, no. Like, I think you could make but I feel like a lot of people, if they were going to talk about the Golden Age of Xerath, it would be like World in Review. Which, like, sure. I guess it was there's people who like that content. But like objectively it's less enjoyed and watched than my whatever content, my new content. How do I put this in 2x? I mean for live streams, the only way to really skip through live streams is hard drugs. So I would start there. You can start skipping through life with some of those things. But I feel like a lot of people will talk about like the golden age of Wizard 101 as like 2009, which is just like not the most popular Wiz period. Xerath used to be the video you clicked when you meant to watch Chupo. Okay, thanks. level 50 and 60 max was the most fun I've had with this game. I agree. Like, I'm on the boat of, like, I definitely had more fun playing this game as a kid. Objectively, it's a better game now. Objectively, like, I guess I could see, I think there's an argument that, like, maybe during the third arc, Wiz was better. I mean, even that, I don't know. I think people definitely have rose-tinted glasses with this game. Like, level 60 Wiz, or, like, on Dragonspyre released Wiz is, like, just a worse game. There's just not there's a fraction of the content in it. It's just worse. But sometimes it being worse makes it better. I'm a beta Minecraft fan. I get it, bro. PvP was not better back then. Anyone who tells you this is, like, dumb. I'm telling you. Go watch a level 60 PvP match from back in the day. You have people using, like, prisms in fights. And, like, high-level PvP players using prisms in fights. Because they didn't know that wizards didn't have, like, base resist to their school. It's crazy. I think you can make an argument that, like, the golden age of, like, 8 years ago, Anthony 101 PvP was better. But, like, dude, level 60 PvP, or, like, on release in Dragonspyre, there was nothing in this game. It was so much more bare bones. It was not better. You just liked the fact that you were playing against a bunch of 6-year-olds who didn't know how the game worked. Bro, there wasn't even fishing in the game back then. What would you do? What game had a lot of microtransactions now then? Old Wiz used to not have. Let me offer you another King's Isle glazing counterpoint, okay? $10, 2008 adjusted for inflation. Bro, back then the membership was $15. If you account for inflation, right? So if you think about it, if you're spending an extra $5 a month on microtransactions, the game's actually cheaper now. Theoretically. If you do the math. $40 was the original max. But, like, I was not playing back then. Dragonspyre came out pretty soon into the game's lifespan. You've been keeping up with the recent college football news? No. I'm not I like college football, but, like, I am a super casual. Like, I'll watch the big games. I think college football is more fun to watch, but, like, following it is way worse, if that makes sense. Bro, I am going to be right on this. Someone fucking clip this. The court of public opinion is going to flip on Jaden Daniels. It's only a matter of time, I'm telling you. I'm going to be fucking right. Come back to this video in a year. I'm going to be ahead of my time. Because I understand what it's like. He's being slandered right now for stuff that's going to become commonplace. Okay, Jaden Daniels was a great college quarterback. Won the Heisman. Okay? The difference between Jaden Daniels and someone like Tim Tebow is Jaden Daniels had an NIL contract. He had a contract with LSU. His contract expired. They're still using his name, image, and likeness, which a lot of the people who had NIL contracts are not going to like if that becomes the norm of college football. And eventually, I promise you, it's not going to be a thing. You're also, there's going to come out some shit where, like, he actually is going to have some, he wouldn't just do that if he had a great relationship with LSU. There's going to be something that comes out. I'm telling you right now. Where, like, LSU, like, refused to work on him with something, or, like... It also, if you look, there's nothing that actually says the number 5 memes are all not true. They're not based on anything. Okay. This guy, Jaden Daniels, okay, I'll put it in Wizard 101 terms. Say Zerit, okay, because I am one of the greatest Wizard 101 players alive. Say to commemorate the second arc Wizlocke, right, while I'm playing as a student at Ravenwood, I say, hey, Ravenwood, you can sell Zerit merch, okay, at the Ravenwood student shop. All right, you can use my axolotl picture. You can use pictures of me. You can do all this shit, like, because whatever. And I sign a contract with them, and I get a percentage of the money, okay? But then I graduate from Ravenwood, and I go to the Arcanum, okay? And then Merle Ambrose and freaking Halstrom and I start beefing, right? But they keep selling Zerit merch, and then they stop giving me money for it. And I go to them, and I'm like, hey, I don't want you to do this, right? We're not boys anymore. You've done all this shit that I feel disrespected by. Stop selling my stuff, okay? And then you turn me into... And then everyone freaks out, because it's like, he doesn't want his name, image, and likeness used by something that he's no longer affiliated for or profiting by. It's the same thing as, like... What you're just 10 years behind NIL. But then everyone online thinks it's funny to clown on you and, like, say you can't use the number 5 anymore, which, like, admittedly, I do think the memes are hilarious. I am a big fan of the jokes. Like, I think they're funny. But, like, it's just like we're, like, 10 years behind. We're like, for some reason, everyone is still with the name, image, and likeness stuff when it comes to your, like, the school you played for. Everyone's still like, you should do it for the love of the game, right? There's some executive at LSU who's fucking in the Bahamas right now on a yacht because he uses Jaden Daniels' name, image, and likeness, and he gets nothing out of it. But, like, Jaden Daniels should play for the love of the game. He should respect LSU, you know? Even though the coaching staff is not the one, you know? It's stupid. Do you do the PVT tournaments when they were in the beginning? I don't think I did. I don't, on my oldest accounts, I don't have, like, any, like, I was never a high rank in PvP. I never really PvP'd. Where's the loyalty app for real? Okay, this is the thing, too, is, like, it's the, oh, you should be loyal to LSU is stupid because it's, like, they're not loyal to him. Right? It's like, think about how many quarterbacks probably came through LSU that, like, the second they weren't playing well or a higher rated recruit came in, LSU fucking shipped out the door. So, like, the idea that just because you were good at LSU, you owe them your name, image, and likeness is stupid. Especially if you don't have a good relationship to the school. The other thing is he never said, it's not like, the really stupid part about this, he's a mid QB on God. Okay, he won a Heisman. He won a fucking Heisman. Okay, but regardless of that, it's not like he was like, I want you to retire my jersey. Like, the only thing is, like, they felt disrespected by that. But, like, he's not saying no one, I'm taking away my NIL so you retire my jersey. There was no mention of the number 5. He's fine with people wearing 5. It just can't, he just doesn't want his last name on the fucking jersey. Why did you care so much? I just think it's, like, a crazy concept. I think it's, like, there's certain things that, like, happen. Is this gonna break? I hate it here. Jameis Winston also won a Heisman and look at him doesn't mean shit. I mean, it doesn't necessarily correlate to NFL success. Yo, I appreciate the Prime reignition. I think my... Oh, okay, let me quit out at least. But, like, you are the best player in college football. Like, you know, it's not like a Mickey Mouse award. You don't just... It's not one of those things you can just kind of, like, accidentally win. This is so the run. We're already through the hard part of the run, which is remembering to level lock. What if someone else named Daniels plays at LSU and wears 5? I don't know. It's not you. It's not your name, image, and likeness. That's someone else's name. At that point. Right now it is 5:20 p.m. It was free trial and wait in line for the Kraken. Okay, to be fair to your mom, though, like, even now, Wiz is a sketch website. Like, I still don't feel great about giving Wiz, like, my credit card. Some of the UI on the Wiz website, especially when you get to, like, actually purchasing shit, is pretty suspect. Do I go life again? Did we... I don't know if I was liking that strat. I kind of like... I guess I'll do an ice run, because I did a life run last time. The thing is, though, like, I feel like life falls off so heavy post-Krok. Because I can just start buying Sprite TCs. Why don't you use Cyclops Minion B for the myth run? It's a good strat, but it's hard for me to get. Because I don't... you get those spellements through Marley Bone, right? I don't think I've had enough spellements before to unlock it. I feel like Sprite falls off pretty hard, but we'll find out. I mean, we can experiment. Actually, no, we can't because this is the run. What is my favorite Minecraft version? Ooh. Honestly, like, I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to defend this for any reason other than nostalgia. Actually, it's OG console Minecraft. I feel like console Minecraft, like, right before they released Horses, the one I did my Xbox 360 run on, that version, was the best, like, small community multiplayer experience. Of, like, you and a couple friends, that's the best way to do it. Because, like, the game is so bare bones, it, like, forces you to be really creative, which I like about old Minecraft. And then the world is so small that, like, it's like, your friend, that one friend or whatever, can't just go run out 100,000 blocks. And, like, I felt like the progression system was, like, perfectly tuned for what Minecraft is. Where, like, it will take you forever to get full diamond, and, like, enchanting in that version is really hard. So you can't just, like, go from, like, nothing to industrial power in, like, 2 hours. And I think it's so, like, the world gen in that version was really cool. I just, if I was gonna, like, play on a version with my friends for a month, that would be the one I'd want to play on. Terraria is one of those games, at least for me, where, like, I've never been like, damn, I wish I could go and play the older version. I guess I'm a lot less nostalgic for that game, but I feel like Terraria, the updates are usually good. Except when they nerf the Daedalus Storm Bow. Zeke quests, spell quests are allowed. Next Cobblemon server, it's going to be on Pre-Horse Minecraft. I think I'm going to go on my Pokemon training arc for the next 4 weeks. I think my Friday streams are all going to be Pokemon. I think I'm going to commit to becoming the greatest Pokemon player alive. Ba-da-da. He just got traded? Is Matt Collins still playing? Isn't that guy like my grandpa? I don't know, dude. That wide receiver room was getting crowded. Can I tell you something? You want Zaret's fantasy pick of the year? Romeo Dubs. Fucking legend. Okay? Underutilized by the Packers. Dude has literally all the physical tools. I think it would be fun if I could... I think that challenge is always fun. I think it would be way more fun if I was sick at Pokemon. I think that would make it actually more entertaining. Poke MMO? Dude, I tried Poke MMO for a little while in college. Honestly, my problem is like playing Wiz. Like, I don't need another MMO. I think Poke MMO seems super cool. But, man, I do not need another MMO in my life. Dude, I guarantee you I have the sickest Pokerogue account in this stream. I played so much Pokerogue in college, it actually became a problem. Dude. I played my senior year of college in, like, lectures and shit. And this is probably why I got a bad grade in my Greek and Roman studies class. It was probably single-handedly Pokerogue's fault. Bro. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me show you Youngblood something. Hold on. Is this gonna work? Yeah, I don't know why it's so fucking huge, but alright, peep this account, okay? Okay. Look, okay, how do I check my ribbons and shit? Sort? Ribbons? No. Ribbon. Okay, look how I think I'm like at 100+ wins on various bullshit. Bro. Find me anyone with this many ribbons. First off. Okay. Insane. Okay, wait, watch this. That's not even, dude, I'm more into the shinies though. Where are my shinies? How do I do that? That's not all my shinies. Oh, that's all my shinies I haven't won with, bro. Bro. Oh my god, look at the shinies. Look at the shinies. Double luck shiny Giratina. The craziest Pokemon I have is this. Shiny Spectrier. This thing just actually solos the game, and it's double luck. If you run Spectrier with, whatever this guy, freaking, he becomes the, like, just hard counter to, the final boss. Like, you can't lose. Even I can't lose. I know. I knew the material inside and the back and just read manga. Dude, if you're a teacher, and you are gonna teach off slides, fine. Either you actually teach me or you don't take attendance. If I can come to your class and just play Pokerug the whole time, and then you still take my attendance, like, what are we fucking doing, you know? Do you respect Porygon now? Porygon is still... I actually don't dislike Porygon. I just think it's kind of a weird favorite Pokemon. And it's not a good Pokemon. I don't know why everyone else is so upset that I tell the truth. It's a bad Pokemon, and I don't really like it. It's weird. It's just a bad Pokemon. I don't know what to tell you. Porygon 2 is the best non-legendary Trick Room setter, and the good news is I don't know what that is, so it's bad. I don't know what that even means. Let people like what they like, you evil freak. So I can't say my opinion? If me telling you I don't like Porygon 2 changes your opinion on Porygon 2, you were never a Porygon fan. If I, the streamer man, say something stupid and it changes your opinion, you were never actually a fan. That's true. I'm showing you the reality. It pisses me off. Bro, Chimchar gets so much hate, and I still rock with him. That is no. Someone wrote a 28-page manifesto on how Torchic is the much better choice than Chimchar and how Chimchar is bad in every way, and I still pick him because he's the best, objectively. Chimchar does not suck. He's fucking insane. Have you seen the anime? Have you watched the anime? What are we doing? Oh, thank you. I died to the first Jaquez fight. I don't really remember what happened. It was kind of... I think I, like, fizzled a bunch. I don't really remember. It was a pretty bad death. Torchic makes bricks for me in Pokopia, so right now Torchic is higher on my tier list. Yeah, until he gets busted by the freaking... for making hard drugs to sell. Maybe that's why he's better, because he's coked up all the time. Fucking selling bricks. Can we get a locust swarm stream when you release 100 hungry locusts into your room? I don't think I'd get away with that. I think people would be mad at me about that. Because I would inevitably have to murder all the locusts. I don't think you could just catch them. If I slammed a Chimchar with 4 lines, it outperforms a Torchic in every capacity. That is true. I agree with that. I would much rather fight a coked out chicken than a coked out monkey. Thoughts on the recent wash dunk allegations? Just watch. Just watch. Tom Brady threw for 5,000 yards as a 40-year-old. People forget about that. Okay, we're acting like this. Don't all the Sinnoh starters not have megas? Do any of them? I mean, I have to imagine there are like Pokemon's waiting in the wings with them. I have to imagine that shit's like, there has to be a reason for that, right? Does every starter before, do the 9 starters before those have them? Mega Typhlosion still doesn't exist. Why does Charizard have 2 megas? Is that real? Or is that a different thing? Why does Charizard have 2? Do all the Kanto starters have 2s? Lucario has 2.
Thanks for the help, Wizard.
Can I say something controversial? I love Lucario. I think I think he gets too much glaze. I think he gets too much glaze. Why is Lucario also in Smash? We're giving that guy 2 megas and he's in Smash? Like, he's cool. But, like, he's not cooler than Chimchar. I guess Charmander is kind of in Smash. Or Charizard is. Lucario is hot, though. I mean, I don't think that any Pokemon are attractive. But, like, if I did, he wouldn't be in my top 10. I mean, let's be realistic. He's not, I mean, he's like, sure. But, like, he's not. He's no Gardevoir. He's no Roserade. You know?
They were wearing strange amulets that were crackling.
He's no Roserade.
Bring me those amulets and I can cast
Gardevoir is not my girlfriend. She's a stuffed animal who sits on my desk. Nothing more. But wasn't Lucario in Brawl? Isn't Brawl pre-X and Y? I feel like Lucario got into Brawl because he was the gift Pokemon that was the coolest in... I mean, he is a cool Pokemon. But I also think being a gift Pokemon in Platinum, right as Brawl released, made sense for him. Because, like, even more than, like, Chimchar did. Because, like, Chimchar wouldn't really make sense because, like, only... I mean, probably, like, 80% because people picked him because he was the best starter. But, like, I think the gift Pokemon makes more sense. Gothita? Okay, that's no. That's a child. That is a child Pokemon. Lucario is a playable character in Brawl. I'll bet you my car on it. I guarantee it. What's a Pokemon you have an irrational hatred for? I definitely have some. I really don't like the trade evos. But, like, I think that's more just because, like, I couldn't get them. So that, like, frustrates me a lot. I love Roserade, I hate Badoo. Because the thing about Badoo is, like, if you get a Badoo and a Nuzlocke, it's going to be annoying to, like, get to a Roserade. But, like, Rosalia is, like, such a common catch in all those games. So it's like, if I get a Badoo, I'm like, fuck. Like, this is just going to be way more work to get a Roserade. But even then, I don't, like, hate Badoo as a guy. I just feel like he was put in an unfortunate circumstance. No, but, like, getting... The Roserade is such an annoying evo. The Shiny Stone isn't annoying. Because, like, you just learn where that is in the game, and then you go get it. Which is fine. I hate friendship evos. But, like, I don't know. Like, Riolu's the same way, where I get a Riolu, I know it's going to be annoying to evolve in, like, a challenge. But, like, I actually like the Pokemon. Oh, dude, I hate the whole Snivy line. It's so fucked they take away his arms. It makes me so uncomfortable. I love Oshawott, I hate Samurott. For the same reason. If I was bipedal and someone made me walk on all fours, I'd be really upset. He does not have arms. Bro, I love Oshawott. Oshawott would be like one of my favorite starters if it's final evolution if he stayed on 2 feet. I like otters. Otter's sneaky, great Pokemon that's like pretty underutilized. I guess you got Buzo. No, you won't change my mind. Okay, even then, at the worst, even if he has his little leaf things, which I'll concede could be viewed as arms, you can't deny the fact they make him a fucking snake. Where, like, if I was walking around on 2 legs having a great time and you made me a snake, I'd be kind of pissed. You have to admit that. And it still doesn't fix the Oshawott problem. Of, like, how does Oshawott go his entire life using his hands to, like, learning to have to be on all fours? That sucks. I would be upset about that. I'm not high. That would upset me. Otters swim with all fours? Yeah, but it's like, okay, you can make the argument. I think Snivy's actually a worse argument. Because, like, at least Snivy still can, like, function as, like, kind of, even then, though. Like, bro, imagine, like, look at Snivy and then look at its final Evo. Bro, like, this guy's going around, he can just walk places, and, like, he had, whatever, he can do most things, like, he's gonna learn a way to function in life, and then you turn him into this. Like, you actually cursed him. This thing cannot, it's not gonna be able to do the same things. It's gonna like, it's, you know? And then, here's my other point, bro. Like, I guess this isn't to scale, but like they make his arms like smaller. He goes from like good normal arms to like weirdly like T-Rex armed. Okay, this is my big one, bro. Oshawott, right? Oshawott. Okay. This guy is just like a good, happy bipedal dude, okay? Like, probably can do a bunch of things with his arms, okay? And then you make him this. Like, this is a tank. This cannot support on its back legs. It also becomes, like, not really an otter. It's just like, what the fuck? How is it gonna do any of the things it's, like, learned to do and grew up doing? Okay, also, hot take. I need a good picture of this. Duat, one of the few Pokemon, coolest Evo in this line. They should have given us just a Ninja Otter. I actually think Duat is so sick. Duat's got like the full-on Ninja Otter thing going, and then they just made him into a fucking tank. I don't like the trend that's happened in Pokemon recently of like everything has to turn into like a fucking tank. Like, it's cool to have like cute little otter Pokemon, okay? Give us more Celebes. Not everything has to be like a gigantic whatever. Oh my god, it's like the game is not fucking realistic. Can we complain about real fucking issues in today's society? No, this is pertinent. This matters. Sorry for telling you the uncomfortable truth. Dude, I played through Pokemon ZA on the plane. That shit really taught me, like, Gyarados is kind of that guy. Can we talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? Okay, trans rights are human rights. I agree. Okay, what did I say about fucking? That's different from Pokemon evolution. Okay, me saying I don't want to evolve my Oshawott to take away his hands is not. That's not what that means. We're not talking about evolution. We're talking about Pokemon evolution. What the fuck are we talking about? Can we talk about those 100 cameos you promised? You see, I evolved as a Pokemon. How do you... I don't fucking know. Dude, I still think it's like... I don't know anything about Pokemon. Especially, like, post-Gen 5. I don't really even know Gen 5. ZA was peak, but the DLC kind of ruined it. Dude, I did not get the hate for ZA at all. I thought it was fun. One spell remaining? What? Oh, the minion. Do you think Pokemon should have voice acting at this point? Yeah. Part of me still wonders, like, if they did a voice acted, like, 2D Pokemon game where they, like, really went back to the OG and, like, just made the sprites even better. How, like, that would probably be such a good game. I still think Pokemon also just needs to start, like, looking at what their community does and just, like, copying it. Or, like, hiring people. Like, Pokemon should find whoever the Cobblemon team and just hire those people. That game is so... Cobblemon is, like, the best Pokemon game ever released. Which, like, I get, like, it's a Minecraft mod. But, like, I feel like whoever those people are, we gotta, like, those people should be making official Pokemon games. It's the same with Pokerogue. Like, I imagine what the creator of Pokerogue could have done with actual funding. Like, it would be the greatest Pokemon game ever. Just don't let the Cobbleverse team cook with gym teams. Why? Are the actual in-game gyms bad? For the Cobbleverse mod? The champion legendary spams. I don't know. Yo, Cool Eyes with the Prime, appreciate it. No, I'm not gonna make the Cobblemon streams into a video. It's mostly just inside jokes, and then a lot of the time I have to cheat to win. Like, not a great video. Boop. Have you ever seen the clip of a dude who went on a game show and had to phone a friend because he didn't know what the color Pikachu was? Yeah, bro, but like... It's like... Some people lived in a... there was a time before Pikachu. Like... Not to, you know... Think about when you talk to your grandma, how much shit there is where she's like, I can't believe you don't know this. And it's like, I don't, you know, I wasn't there, Grandma. BP before Pikachu. Before Pikachu. The before Pokemon oil spill. Could you phone me if I got on Jeopardy? You know what, chat? If any of you actually get on what is it? It's the Millionaire Show. What's it called? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I will give you permission to call me. That is the only time you're allowed to call me. If any of you can prove you're going to be on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I will give you my phone number. And you can phone me up. I don't think I'm the best choice. Unless it's a Wizard 101 question. Then I'm probably your guy. Probably not still.
Worse than
You can.
I feel like video game knowledge is the worst knowledge. Like, it's like specific video game knowledge is the worst knowledge to have. Or like trivia. Because you're never gonna get a trivia question that's like, you know, what like, who is the final boss of Krokotopia in King's Isle's 2008 game Wizard 101? I think it's honestly kind of the same with sports. Because if you do get a football question, it's not going to be like a deep cut football question. It's not going to, it would not ask you like, who's the 2003 NFL Rookie of the Year? It's like, who has scored the most touchdowns in NFL history will be as deep cut as they go. You're also better too having like some level of like Olympic knowledge. I think knowing the year, which and destination of each Olympic Games is probably more worth it than like knowing anything about football. Trivia usually hardcore panders to geography. But even then, it's like, say you're someone who has like a really deep knowledge of like a specific, like you just need, it's a weird kind of knowledge. Like you're better off having like really good understanding of geography than anything else. I feel like for like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, it's like typically too like literature or dates of like events or like classic pop culture. I'd be so bad at GeoGuessr. .99% of trivia, there's going to be several sports questions, but it's the same thing of like they don't go deep into sports the same way they'll go deep into like geography or like even history. Like if someone asked you like who was the last emperor of, you know, Rome, that's the equivalent of asking like a sports fan like who's the 2014 Rookie of the Year. Like, but they're not going to ask you who the 2014 Rookie of the Year is. Can we try Wiz GeoGuessr again? We could do Wiz GeoGuessr again. The problem I used to have, I mean, I guess I haven't done it in years. When I used to do it, though, everyone asked for it, and then no one would show up. Who was the 2014 Rookie of the Year, and what sport? In basketball, I think it was fucking Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. In football, I have no idea. Fucking, who was even 2014?
Truths will
I have no idea for football. It was probably a quarterback. This is also, yeah, my goal is to be Malistaire now. Yeah, as in Darkmoor Malistaire. I call it the first arc Wizlocke, though, in the stream titles, because the first arc's a different rule set. RG3? No, you're actually so right. But was RG3 2014 or 2015? Because he beat out Andrew Luck, and then he fucking destroyed his knee. Did I say Michael Kidd Gilchrist? But the 2014 NBA one is usually one that gets asked like in like weird NBA trivia games. RG3 was 2012. Odell was 2014. Did you Google that? Is that actually true? I thought Odell was 2015. Wasn't Odell drafted in 15? I don't fucking know. I only say that because he was on the Madden cover on Madden 16. And that's when he made the catch. And I thought he made the catch as a rookie. What's up, game time highlights? I can almost name every country in alphabetical order. I cannot. I cannot. Dude, I took geography and had one map quiz. I've told this story so many times. But I had a fucking student, there was like a geography teacher, and I was like, finally, I'm going to learn some geography. So I took it as my sophomore year elective, or my freshman year elective. And then the teacher was like really good and like known for like actually being a good teacher and like being cool and everything. And then he was like, handed off his geography class to a student teacher who really wanted to teach like a, more of like a human geography class. So, like, I didn't learn. She gave us one map test, and everyone failed it, and she decided to throw it out. Because she, like, no one even... I learned nothing in that class. Yo, mama. Fuck! Damn it! I student taught freshman last semester. The thing was, okay, like, I don't think that I think that student teacher was in over her head. I don't think but her problem was, like, it wasn't, like, a randomly selected course. It was a course you could, like, pick. And for whatever reason, I guess because, like, geography's easy, like, that class, she did not have good kids. She had some 14-year-old terrorizers. I miss Todd Gurley. History is easier than geography. The problem with history is, like, there's too much history, and there's only certain history people care about. Especially in, like, a trivia sense.
Daddy!
Yeah.
Yo, Mr. No Name with the 23 months. Appreciate it. Shout out. So they changed minions so they only have a total of like a set number of spells they cast before they disappear. So every fight it's saying 3 spells remaining because that's how many spells left the golem minion can cast before he just runs away. Every second history gets harder to learn. Very profound. But like so much of history too is unfair because like older people just like have lived through more shit. Like of course you know more about history, Grandma, you were there. The Wizard 101 protests become part of history. I think this game will be lost to time. Do you think humans in 500 years, anyone will know what Wizard 101 is? Or was? How long till Wizard 101 vanishes? I love this game. Yeah, I went to school in New York. People still talk about Tetris, but think about how many, like, plays. Like, Shakespeare survived. In all likelihood, Shakespeare will make it. But, like, there were probably so many plays and things that were, like, staples of culture that, like, are now just, like, completely forgotten. Will GTA 6 be out in 500 years? Dude, they just, at this point, you think if they keep delaying it, it'll come to PC day one? You think if they delay it like another couple thousand times, it'll come to PC day one? That would be pretty cool. What beer do I go by? I think beer choice is a deeply personal thing.
Daddy!
Yo, Drake Maylover with the 9 months. Appreciate it.
Mm.
300 BC. But think about like how many songs and shit are like just lost. Bro, isn't that the whole thing with like all the like the Homer's shit? Because it was like the reason there's like so much discrepancy based on the region in which it was like transcribed is because like it was like a performance. So like everyone who would perform like the Odyssey would like put their own spins and variations on it. So like all the like major story beats are the same, but like there's different ways and like different discrepancies on everything because like it was just some guy like rap battling it who learned to rap battle it from some other guy. That's a whole pregnancy right there. That is true. You could use pregnancies as a standard unit of time. That's how the Wizlocke's gonna become, bro. That's how Wizard 101's gonna be. It's just gonna have to be retold for 500 years. And it's gonna be, like, all fucked up by the end. Yeah. The glow bug fall off. Isn't glow bugs now though the best? Glow bugs still get some use, right? Isn't the non-shadow enhanced version the best 5-pip AoE storm gets? It's better than like all the other Darkmoor spells have, right? What is an unshadow enhanced to Wallaroo? Is Lulu good until Wallaroo? I feel like Lulu's probably better than Ship of Fools. Is it worse than Ship of Fools? 15 more damage than Ship of Fools is worth something. But the big thing about it being 5 pips is like you can turn 1 max. So like even if it's not better, it is better. I don't fucking know. Ship is less pips. Yeah, but like a 5-pip spell is worth it because it's turn 1 value. Oof. Holy shit, she's metagaming. Passing a pixie, probably. Forced pixie. I'm gaming right now. I'm actually cooking shit. I'm frying shit. Did you ever see the guy at Pompeii who was gooning? That would be bad. That'd be a tough legacy to leave. You're just gooning and then all this shit you get lava casted. And like, that's how time remembers you. I like to imagine he like knew maybe he was trapped or he didn't think he could get away, and he's like, I'm gonna go out doing what I love. And he probably thought like, I'm gonna be eviscerated and not immortalized. It's really truly an art form if you think about it. He is actually the perpetual gooner. He will be gooning till the end of, you know, whatever. That's how he's immortalized. If you think about it, he is the true gooner. He's actually transcended. I haven't done my draft yet for my big fantasy league, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna do it this weekend. I don't like being the I don't get involved with all the commissioner shit. I don't want to be the one who schedules and does all that. I got third last year, which like third's money back. Dude, the sad part is though, I drafted both at great values, by the way. I had McBride and JSN last year, and my team still lost. I still got only third place. I had like probably two of the best picks you could make, and my team still sucked. I guess third place. Third place out of 10 isn't terrible. I just can never get running backs. My running backs always suck. Like a problem the Zeret LLC has. Bijan and Puka. I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna take. As I've gotten older, bro, I kind of just go with what the experts say. I want Kyle Pitts this year because he's fucking due. I am not in any legacy draft things now. I generally don't like those. I always get like invited to them, and then I just kind of, or when they were like first getting popular, I got invited to a bunch, and it's not my thing. Cause like I'm not a good if you end up with a shit team, like I guess there's the draft and everything, but like I don't want to have to go through like a rebuilding phase of my fucking fantasy football team. No, dude, Kyle Pitts is looking so good in training camp. He's looking so good. If the world was ending, I would listen to the Johnny Test theme song. Johnny Test. Flaming hot. Genius sisters use him like a lab ramp. To Ramon. The boy's best friend is a talking dog. Talking dog. Wow. I love Johnny Test. I think Johnny Test still is an elite show. Coconut Mall. I watched a little bit of Tough Puppy. I could never get into Tough Puppy. Tough Puppy was another one of those Tough Puppy though was like, I feel like was on when I was kind of still watching TV. Bro, let's go Johnny test ball knowledge for ball knowledge right now. I beat all of you. B-Pat and I, Johnny test off. I like my odds. Dude, Total Drama Island, the problem was like, when I was watching TV, I would always watch TV at like, whenever I was like eating or whatever. So I was never watching it like consistently. And then it's like Total Drama Island doesn't make sense if you don't watch it linearly. So like I would like watch Total Drama Island, but I never really liked the show because I didn't know like what the fuck was going on. And every episode there would be like new characters there and new characters gone. It never made any sense. Johnny Bravo was a bad show. I never liked Johnny Bravo. Ball knowledge for ball knowledge, Johnny test. Let's do it. Not even close. Dude, like, I want to go and watch Avatar on streaming now. Because, like, I watch so much Avatar, but I've never watched it linearly. I think I watched, like, the final couple episodes in season linearly in, like, marathons. But, like, the early seasons, I've definitely never seen the episodes all in order. I want to rewatch Avatar. I also just haven't watched Avatar in so many years. Who said I blew up Malaysia? Agent White. That's not even ball knowledge, bro. It's like common shit, bro. Yeah, I gotta watch the Avatar anime movie too. Avatar, I don't even think this is a hot take. I love the Avatar show. Korra was fine. I really didn't like how they modernized Korra. And then I felt like all the like expanded Avatar universe stuff was all not very good. I never like the comics and shit. To me was always weird. Like, the part where Zuko, like, the one where Zuko finds his mom, that shit was just weird. I didn't hate Korra, I just couldn't get into, like, I think my favorite part about Avatar was, like, the world. And, like, I didn't think Korra's supporting characters were as interesting, and I didn't like how there wasn't, like, a journey. The Avatar show is, like, so strong for like because when Roku comes in and he's like, you have a year to do this, it gave everything so much like pacing and meaning, and then like him traveling through the 4 nations, and like the show is just like it just moves so well. And then Korra was kind of just like, who's the bloodbender behind the mask? I thought professional bending was fucking stupid. I don't know. I just didn't think it had as enticing of like a like. I thought the like, oh, you only have a year to master all the elements and take on the Fire Lord. It was like so good. I honestly think too, I would have been a bigger fan of them going back in time.
I've been hearing terrible stories about that area.
I would have liked, I almost think a show, I mean, they probably will do this eventually too, but like a show that went back and followed like all the avatars we were introduced to. You could still have Aang in it, bro. Maybe it's some shit where he goes to the spirit world and like every episode's dedicated to a different avatar. And he goes back and he like learns from their mistakes or some shit. I don't know. They did do a back in time show, but didn't they go back to like the first Avatar? I thought they went back to like the first guy. What happened to you hating time travel? It wouldn't be time travel, it'd be like him reliving his past life. Like him watching spectator mode. I don't have a problem if you go back in time and you don't actually go back in time. I don't have a problem with you seeing the past. That's a completely different thing. I don't know. I never got into Korra. I hate the multiverse. My number one biggest ick. The multiverse. I think the minion rework, at least through the first 3 worlds, really hurts this challenge. I think Living Puppet was just purely nerfed, and like that hurts a lot. They kind of just gutted Living Puppet, which like is not good. Bro, I also like, I don't hate the idea. Yo, Arsonist Cold with the gifted. Appreciate it. I don't hate the idea of going to a different universe and being like, this is a different Spider-Man. And like, he has this different backstory and these different abilities. And like, maybe, like, I don't like the crossover. But like, I don't mind if they like, you do some shit then where it's like, this is a different take on Spider-Man. I don't really like when they overlap. But like, I could tolerate some overlap there. If you go back and change, like, a plot in time, I don't like that shit. I think the multiverse is fine until people are just, like, jumping back and forth and time traveling and shit, and I don't like that. Like, this was kind of my thing with Korra, is, like, there's the whole thing about, like, taking bending away, which was, like, such a pivotal thing in the Avatar. Like, that was, like, Aang's big thing. It was, like, this ultimate power scaling thing that, like, he finally... But that is the problem with Avatar, is it kind of was a cheat. It kind of cheated, okay? I kind of wish he slimed out Ozai, okay? I would have liked him to fucking murder that guy. But it's kind of a cheat, and then it's like, okay, but, like, maybe this is some mystical... You know, there's always a way, bullshit, plot armor, he's the main character, fine. But then, like, this guy comes out and he's just, like, doing that shit like it's nothing. And you got people, like, fucking, you know, only the royal family was able to do, like, the lightning shit. And then all of a sudden you fast forward in time and, like, you know, it's like what everyone's doing in the factory. It's like the power scaling was just like, yeah, fuck it. I don't really care. Everyone's a metal bender. It's like, okay. Like, these were, like, really cool things, and we're kind of just, like, pissing on the grave of them. I just, like, they weren't as creative with the bending, I thought. But that's kind of the natural progression of humans. I guess. I could have gotten over everyone being able to lightning bend, or like maybe only like the really strong benders could figure it out. Like that would be okay for me. But like the fact that like the factory workers were doing it, and then the guy also figured out like Aang's cheat code move, I thought was kind of lame. I don't know. I do think Aang should have had to kill the Fire Lord. I do think that would have been the best end. He has to slime him out. The progress was too fast. That wasn't the thing too, is like you go from like the end of like the Aang story, whatever, the Fire Lord story being resolved, And then they hint at, like, the whole Zuko's gonna go find his mom thing. And then you're instantly just thrusted into, like, okay, now everyone can metal bend, and we're in a city. And they're gonna fight robots. It's just kind of weird. I'm not a Pop-Tart guy. I think Pop-Tarts are overrated. I think Pop-Tarts are really overrated. If I'm gonna eat, like, something sugary for breakfast, like, it's gonna be a donut, or it's gonna be, no. Or maybe a croissant. They went from blimps to mechs in, like, 50 years. I mean... I don't know. I guess if you think about it from, like, a military-industrial complex standpoint, though, like, the Fire Nation did make, like, kind of incredible progress. The Fire Nation, even just over the course of the show, which I guess they were building towards for, like, years, but, like, they were kind of balling, bro. Being the only monk left too, but I felt like so much of Aang's arc was like overcoming his like I want to do what I want to do, and like I have to live for my culture and like this shit, and then if he had to slime out Ozai to be like that's his duty as the Avatar. This is how I'm gonna keep balance. Ugh. Are you a Zen-Master Blue or a Blaze Lifehammer dude? I wasn't that into either of them, to be honest. I loved Anthony 101. Okay. But this is my thing, is, like, sure, if Aang went on some, like, arc of, like, I absolutely refuse to do this, and I'm going to, like, figure out a different way around, and, like, whatever, sure. He kind of just, like, stays up, gets high from being sleep deprived, and meets a giant turtle, and it's kind of, like, cheap. I don't hate it, but, like, I wish it doesn't ruin the show or anything. But I wish it wasn't just like, oh, here's your way out. Bro, he meets a fucking random turtle, and then, like, the turtle just gives him powers. That's so lame. He stays up for, like, a lot of nights stressing about having to do it, and then he, like, figures it out. Ugh. I mean, I get him not wanting to kill him. I just think it would have been better. I think you should have slimed him out. I think some people just gotta die, bro. I think some people like Ozai just gotta go. It's the same argument with Batman and the Joker. At a certain point, you just gotta slime him out. At least they were able to keep Ozai in jail, right? We killing Azula? I mean, I don't think so, because she's too young. Azula hadn't been directly responsible for killing, like, genocide. Azula lives, I'll save her.
this anyway. You're just wasting your time.
I don't think Azula deserved better. Azula wasn't really bad. What are you talking about? She tried to murder Aang. She actually thought she had murdered Aang and was happy about it. What's she bad at? Oh, I see. Okay, that's a great argument. Yeah. I'm just annoyed Azula never got offered redemption in any way, unlike Zuko. Nah. I think you could look at the atrocities your dad's committing and be like, this isn't chill. I'm gonna break away from this. Wait, I have fire shields, right? No, I need mist shields. Ugh. Yeah, but like every dictator ever was like raised with propaganda. I don't think that justifies their actions. I don't think that means I think it's different because she's 14. But like, I don't think Kim Jong-un deserves a shot at redemption, even though he was raised and like
Daddy!
taught to believe he was a
Drive Carl
god.
389 donated $2. Hashtag Azula did nothing wrong.
Think about how many people she probably directly killed. Think about how many people she directly slimed out. What element would Kim Jong-un bend? The hearts of his loyal people. That does not make up a okay. Sure. Can you even call a 14-year-old evil? Yes. Totally. I think there are people that are born just bad. I do actually believe that. I think there are just evil people. It was that or get slimed out by her own dad? I mean, look at Zuko, bro. What, Zuko fucking stood up to that guy. What? There were a lot of people that, like... there's a lot of, like, evil, psychotic, like, just... like, people with no sociopaths. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Yeah, rip the cabbage merchant. I think the most telling line in the show, though, is when, like, Zuko goes to Iroh, and he's like, yo, like, I know you're gonna say, like, I should, like, work things out with my sister, and, like, to find the good in everyone, and Iroh's like, no, she's crazy, like, go kill her. Like, no, like, we just gotta do something about, like, she's psycho. Nah. But Iroh is kind of like Parthenax. I mean, I guess Azula still had time. How do you feel about Diet Coke? I'm more of a Diet Dr. Pepper guy. Parthenax is a filthy dragon and deserves it. I mean, what she really wanted was to be Fire Lord. That's when she starts really crashing out. Is when Ozai's like, oh no, you're not gonna rule with me. You're gonna be fucking whatever. And she's like, damn. Maybe it's bigger than black and white. There's a problem with the whole way of life. What are your thoughts on aspartame? I think aspartame's probably, like, not actually good for you. But at the same time, like, it can't be worse than, like, gassing your car. I think there's a lot of shit. Like, I think it's the same with, like, microplastics. Like, microplastics are probably really bad for you, but, like, I feel like something I'm doing is definitely worse and it's gonna get to me first. IRL 14-year-olds have committed horrible crimes, been tried as adults. But it depends what state you live in. At least in America. When do mega plastics drop? What's the next upgrade? There are 14-year-olds that are tried as adults and end up with life in prison, but there are also 14-year-olds who, like, you know, whatever. It depends on the state.
Daddy!
At Drive Kyle 389 donated $2. Bro, you got a microplastic? Must be rough.
If I start eating, like, Tupperware, will the macroplastic combat the microplastics? PEMDAS? Duel to the death over who gets to corrupt my bloodstream? Microplastics when megaplastics show up? Why does my health feel low? What's that about? I guess I'm just broke. I think Myth is really good for the Arc 2 Wizlocke. I mean, it's probably Life. Just because I feel like healing, crit healing is really good for the second arc. But I think Myth has a decent chance. Guys, Coach is right. If we want to win... Will there be a Tobacco Tuesday stream tomorrow? Probably not. You never know, though. You never know. How many times have you attempted beat Wizard City? Probably like close to 100 now. Because the original was 40, Stormlock was like 24, second arc was like 10, and I'm on 10 for this, so I'm probably close to 100. But this is the one, though. Old Zeret was excited to grind Wiz? Nah. Fake old Zeret viewer. Dude, I used to upload a World in Review video every month. And that was like the most I would do. That is like 8 hours of Wiz a month. There was like, it took me like 3 months to make Mooshu in review. That world is not that long. What's the main choke point for Myth? I mean, Krok in general is pretty brutal. Just with this new rule set also, it's been hard. I think Myth is really going to struggle in Marley Bone. I think Myth gets a lot better. I mean, even in Marley Bone, it gets better because it gets Frog, but... I think those are the major struggle bus points. Would you play Wiz as a full-time job? I mean, if all I could do streaming and making... Like, I love Wiz. I love making Wiz videos. I like streaming Wiz, like... But, like, if all I could do was stream Wiz, I think I would, like, just slowly come... Like, if I play a lot of Wiz, I slowly start to, like, hate the game. Like, that's just normal, though, bro. Boom, boom. Like, imagine all you were able to do, like, the only game you were allowed to play was Wiz. Like, you get tired of it. Or at least most people would. Bro, Sauce's, like, longevity is actually unreal. It's, like, he's actually, like, the GOAT of this game. But But there are people like that. I mean, think about all like the Minecraft people like Filza, who just like are able to play on one hardcore world. Like, I just can't do that. Everything in moderation. Yeah, but like, I also think there is some aspect to it though that's like, some people just love shit. Think about like professional athletes too. Like, realistically, like, you know, Tom Brady was only playing one game. And he loved that like, he did that shit. Even Fent in moderation. I mean, I'm not saying do drugs. All I'm saying is, like, there is definitely a amount in moderation that's healthier than, like, something you do. Like, there is a amount of Fent that is healthy. Not healthy, but, like, is less bad for you than, like, eating McDonald's every day, which people do. If you think about it from a fundamental standpoint. There is a theoretical healthy amount. McDonald's makes me happy. Yeah, I mean, everything in moderation, right? That's what they say. Alright, I gotta clear out my stuff. Fade the cowl of comparison. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely also some truth to, like, it's different when you're playing a game and streaming it and, like, making videos on it. Because at that point, you're not just, like, playing the game. There's, like, other aspects of it. Like, I think making long-form Wiz videos is more fun for me now than actually just playing in the game. I enjoy the final product of, like, the second arc Wizlocke. Like, especially, like, a second arc Wizlocke. Like, there are parts of Zafaria that aren't fun to play through, but I think it makes a good video. And, like, there's things, like, I like some of the Zafaria streams when, like, all I'm doing is 7-pip AoEing. Because I feel like, as a chat, we just, like, if the gameplay's not as interesting, like, sometimes, like, the conversations and stuff are more fun. I don't know. A 92 overall. He was second team all pro. Madden, this is the problem with Madden. It's always been a rating problem. It's the same with 2K. It's like they need to, like, there's never been a, like, where are you in terms of how good your last season was, how much that matters versus, like, what your name is. Like, if someone has a dog shit last year, like, there's time, dude, it's, like, such a popularity contest. How many QBs do you put above Drake May? That's not the question. Your rating should be based off what you did if you were going off of purely last year, and it's like, what are we factoring into expectations? You know? How are you gonna do it? It's just, it's such a, like, there's no metric to it. There's no reason to even, like,
look into it. How many QBs do you put above Drake May? How many quarterbacks would I honestly say right now I'd rather have them, viewing it also as a long-term perspective? I think you can make an argument for Drake May over anyone in the league. I mean, I think like Josh Allen's a better quarterback. I don't know if I'd rather have Josh Allen right now. Once you turn in like age and like playoff performance and everything, even Mahomes. Like, I don't know if I would. I don't think at this point I'd rather have Mahomes. Dude, Jack's video bit was actually so funny. That's the one reason I would consider making that into a YouTube video. It's just for Jack. I need something more hype.
Do you have any concept of what I am? No mere ghost lost in the ether. I am darkness.
Wait, no, that's not the song I wanted. What is this? It's not really the vibe, though. Wait, just stay there, mid-shade. I'm just trying to get the music right. I want the Bugtail song that's like wasps. Yes. Oh, mid-shade's so fucked. It's actually Sojo over for you. Give me first. Fuck. Alright, probably Death Shield round one. Mitigate a little bit of damage. Honestly, I might just take my damage. No! I misclicked! Please hit me. Please hit me. That's actually so bad. Actually so bad. Oh my god. I'm just dead. I'm just dead so many times over. Oh my god, he's actually trolling with me. He's actually playing with his food right now. He's actually throwing for content right now. He's actually throwing for content. Wait, are we back? Okay, it's actually not a great fizzle. Get legs! I think if I high roll this Bloodbat, it has a chance. Don't shield. Okay, this is the dumbest minion AI I have ever seen. Get legs, please. Please. It's actually so close. Oh my god, that living puppet fizzle I think cucks us. I think he has 1 or 2 health. Okay, it's 10, never mind. We just have to live this round. We just have to live this round. No, not the elf! Oh, we might be cooked. What is AI? Just like we drew it up. Please don't fizzle. Okay. Just like we drew it up. Like we drew it up. I mean, we're still not out yet. I think this is actually a forced pixie. We're out of heals. Is our new problem. So maybe I don't pixie here. And I pass and pixie next. Yeah, I think that's actually a good play. I'm dead if he bats. Which would be unfortunate. 160 damage imp, by the way. No, we're fine. We're barely alive. We're staying alive. I think the difference with streaming, though, doing the same shit every day, is, like, there's an expectation that you're, like, performing something new and entertaining. So, like, if all you're doing is the same games over and over, like, it's hard to, like, approach it with the same enthusiasm and, like, try to be entertaining. But, like, then again, bro, there's people that just, like, speedrun games and have done it, like, the same game 100... Oh, I had heartbeat the whole time. Have done, like, that shit, like, a gazillion times and just, like, lived that shit. So, I don't know. I think there's still a world where if he's smart, we lose. Like, that's actually not good for us. Why is my sound bugging? But for a speedrunner, it's like, I guess it's the same for, like, people who do challenge runs. Where, like, part of the draw and entertainment is, like, what those 3K hours have, like, made you capable of. You know what I mean? I think I should do this. Because if he banshees, we could be chopped. It's actually the worst case scenario. Actually really not good. Whatever. I guess it's fine. I could still get full heartbeat value. Probably still smart to heal. Wow, this guy actually played one of the worst. This is the worst I've ever seen an AI do. If Midshid just spams Fire Elves, you can't win this fight. It's just unwinnable, especially from second. Oh, wow. He's alive? Barely. He could actually still kill us here. He's gonna be close. We might actually still just lose. Which would be tragic. I think we could be dead here. To a bats. No, it should be GG, theoretically. Oh my god, if we both fizzle and he lives... Okay. Okay. Wow. One of the fights of all time, for sure. One of the fights ever. I'm a Wizard City Protector, not even close. I can't believe I just flat out misclicked. Actually, it's so Celtic Shack of me. Whatever. That was actually a mid-off. It was such a mid-off. Hey, I mean, if I'm out of practice and washed up, so is Midshade, you know? He's had just as much time off as I have. I can't use the Bazaar this run at all. So, like, if I had a way to get enchants without breaking the other rules, but, like, there's not. It's not possible. I can use world gear vendors, yeah. I'm actually so happy Deshaun Watson is like... I mean, I guess he's still fucking getting money. But it fills me with joy that he's crashed and burned. Although it might arguably be worse that he's getting paid like $200 million to do nothing. Are TCs from the Fight Fest vendors allowed? No. I try. There's not like a specific rule. But like, I kind of have an honor clause. Like, I can't go do something like Decathlon or, you know. Just because it's like... To like ban everything like live events and that. Like, I kind of just like, no. Something like that feels like cheating, and it is cheating. It's kind of how I view it. But it'd be a good idea. I also think it's like, because then the best strategy becomes like waiting for Fight Fest to come around to do certain fights, and like that, I don't think that's fun for anyone, you know? But it would be good tech for sure. Even if Cleveland gets nuked, that contract would still be the most damaging thing for the city. Yeah, dude, I mean, that shit's evil. The best free-to-play leveling strat is wait for 5 boxes to roll around. Yeah. What if you got the Power Claw from the Decathlon purely for the drip? Valid strat, honestly. I'm allowed to use the shared bank and stuff. I just double did not collect. What are we doing? I am allowed to stitch stuff, though. I added a drip clause. I can break any other rules if it's purely in pursuit of drip. Would you rather have drip or swag? Drip, swag, or Riz? I feel like having drip with no swag is kind of like being like having a lot of damage without like good like cards to use. I feel like if you have drip but you got no swag, it's like what is the drip even accomplishing? Right? But if you have Riz and no swag, it's like you can catch the fish, but you can't make it stay kind of thing, you know? Drip is the worst answer. I feel like Riz with no swag, it's like, what are we doing at that point? Like, you might have, you know? I feel like that's like having flashy damage stats, but no cards to use. That is a good point, too. I feel like drip is like, can come and go, where if you have like swag, swag's eternal, you know? Swag is forever. No one can take your swag away. No one can dim your sparkle. You make your own drip when you have swag. That's actually so profound. You got announced as a starter, though. But how much is that is like we're paying him all this money and we gotta play him? You know? At a certain point, it's like we gotta like cash in on this investment. I don't think I've ever double not collected in a Wizlocke run. This might be the first. Yeah, I also stream on Twitch. Cleveland should just have the balls to eat the money. Yeah. What is the, like, what is, like, the limit? I'm sure there is limits. But, like, if they really wanted to, could they be like, yo, Deshaun, like, you're no longer, like, traveling with the team. We're just, like, you have to go be the fucking, like, clean all the toilets in the stadium. Like, could they do that? I'm sure they will. I'm sure they can. Would it be kind of funny? They could be like, okay, Deshaun, we're going to lock you in a dark room and you have to do puzzles. That's your new role. Lord Nightshade, more like Lord of getting beaten in the Wizlocke. Bazinga. Alright, unlevel lock. Which Smiths did I miss? I was actually really good this time. Okay, sick.
How long have you been doing YouTube and streaming? YouTube is like a long time. I started in like 2021. But like super consistently, probably like 3 years maybe. And then streaming, I honestly don't, I consider when I started streaming, because I streamed a lot, like not a lot, but I streamed before. But like the start of when I was like really streaming, I think was when I beat the Wizlocke. So the start of my junior year of college. Because before that I would stream like once every couple weeks. And like if I had a break from school or whatever, I would stream a lot. But like consistently, like 2-3 years. Alright, let's equip everything. I am gonna be flat fucking broke. So that's less than ideal. Whatever, fuck it, we've all. Alright. Did I get the Ravenwood guide? Nope. I gotta do the troll quest. Also just grab the shit. We're good to go. I've been training into ice. I did life last run because life gets some good heals. I think life is better for Krok, but long-term training into ice is kind of the move. It's also nice to get an index shield. Those are always nice. What's up, Bobcat? Minions aren't the problem, like with especially early game minions is like they need rounds to like do shit, and it's like a lot of the time with the amount of pips, like a 3 pips is actually so much. If you have 4 pips, like you can end most fights, in the early game. So it just like it doesn't ever. It's so rare that it makes sense to bring in like a Talos or some shit when like you could just spend the money or spend the pit value to like win the fight. Will you oil up if you beat the second arc Wizlocke? Probably not. See ya, TCU. Wayne would beg to differ. I thought that is like the main takeaway of Wayne's video though. Was like it's only possible through like unrelenting and like just the most determined, most just blind determination. Wayne might be the most insanely dedicated Wizard 101 player. I don't think anyone had like I think even more than Sauce. I think he like just from the perspective of like I am willing to bash my head into the wall till the end of time is great. Like no one else. I don't think there's anyone else who's willing to do that shit. You picked Myth. Appreciate it, dude. Myth is a good school now too. My Myth slander is outdated. What's the best drop you've gotten through all these attempts? I've never got. I've a couple pets I've gotten dropped through like Christmas events and stuff. Probably is what it is.
Like, I got a couple Christmas pets with, like, spellproof and shit that were pretty good. Like, much better than anything. I've never gotten, like... There's a pip wand you can get from Achilles. I've never gotten that. That would be, like, insane. And then there's some crowns gear that's pretty rare. But I've never gotten it. Nothing crazy. But this is as far as I can go. But I play with a different rule set for each arc. So like I call it the first arc Wizlocke because I'm playing by like different rules, you know. I think the third arc, like after my second arc run, I think the third arc's definitely possible. I mean, really, I think a myth can get through Mirror Lake pretty consistently with good drops. I think Zilbalba's really hard. But like with galleries, how they are in their current state, I don't think Chrysalis is that crazy. I think your big test is Zilbalba, and then, like, honestly, I feel like I could cook up a better strat for Morgan. I think you just need good luck. I mean, really, all you have to get through is Mirror Lake and Zilbalba. Which, like, are fucking obviously super duper hard. But, you know, I guess Ghost Dog at the end of Chrysalis Part 1 is kind of an interesting one, depending on your school. But that fight's, like, honestly almost close to being easier on a myth. Morgant, you just need to spam heal over times. It's just, you just gotta heal. Heal, get a bunch of resist, and just watch them kill themselves slowly. Kind of your only bet. You have to go sell my dorm shit, too, for stuff. Chocolat. Dude, I love Kaiser Noah. I don't know what I would do with him. You know what would be a funny Kaiser Noah video? Is I get to go on and just argue with all his tier lists. That would be a hilarious video. I would do that with Kaiser Noah. I just get to argue. And Kaiser Noah would come in with like all this like surveys and back data. And I just get to argue. I would do that. I think it would be funny. Like my world tier list. Yeah, I'd tell you right now, Kaiser Noah would try to defend Caramel and I would lose. I would go Stephen A. Smith. I would lose my shit. If I see Caramel in S tier, I would freak out. I don't need evidence, bro. I just vibes. Dex. Give me a deck. I'm so poor. Ow! I'm actually gonna have to quick sell like treasure cards. I think this is the poorest I've ever been in a Wizlocke run. I just have no funds.
Okay. I think this is all Mario Kart music. This song's kind of bippity boppity. Yo, Abiding Star with the 9 months. Appreciate it. I want the tower. Nope, I want the perch. I'm pretty sure this is Mario Kart music. This is Exit Bike Arena from Mario Kart 8. When did Colossus Boulevard drop? Colossus Boulevard's old. Kind of unk these days. It's Excite Bike. I've never played Mario Kart 8. Oh no, I have played Mario Kart 8. What are we talking about? I haven't played Mario Kart 7, I don't think. But I was just reading it off the playlist. I don't know. I don't have that much Mario Kart knowledge. Seven's like the 3DS one, right? Is 7 on the Wii U? Or 7 only DS? I never had a 3DS. Yeah, I never played it. We did it, Joe. Now we can get Snowman. Snowman and Shield, which is actually good for this area. What's up, No Name? I was literally out of Quackotopia last stream. Literally, I was out of it last week. Some ice. Snowman vibe. We've kind of been cooking, honestly. My Nightshade fight was fucking crazy. Actually, probably one of the more ridiculous fights I've ever had. The AI, I misclicked, and then the AI actually put on a generational throw. Like, probably the craziest throw I've ever seen. At least against in that fight. The throw was crazy. And then after that, it's been, I mean, outside of that, it's pretty chill. I don't think none of this, unless I'm forgetting something, I felt like none of the Streets bosses were that interesting. Just kind of cooked them. I have not died this stream. Usually getting to Krok like in a 2.5 hours is like, especially having done the Z quest and everything now, it's like pretty good time for me. Alright, we need to not die in these first couple fights. And then if we can do that, I can go stack some money from the treasure cards and get like 50 more health, which should be pretty helpful for not dying. I can also go buy the amulet. It might even be worth it just to go try to... I guess I have no money, though. I have no schmeckles. I need to get some schmeckles. I need to fight, like, beating Narini, and then I'm gonna go buy the Fire Shield amulet. But, like, I need at least a little bit of money before I can do that. I'm so poor.
You make the rebels.
See ya, Nova. I mean, I haven't died this stream, so that's worth something, right? In beating the allegations. The washed unk narrative. Alright, let's not ominously type yet. Not very supportive. Ominously. A tough word. I'm gonna go fight the fire guys. I always fight these balance guys and they always kill me. I'm not doing it again. I refuse. I swear that's actually so true. I fizzle more on Myth than I would if I on my Storm runs. I don't know why, and I think it's just because I've gotten unlucky and Myth has fizzles at like worst times. I guess maybe with Myth it's not that much more accurate, and I expect it to be that much more accurate, but like holy fuck, dude, I fizzle a lot. I just be fizzling on that school, bro. Maybe it's because of all the slander. That could also be it. The years of trauma it hasn't forgotten. It deserved it back then, though. I made Myth what it is today. If I didn't slander it, it wouldn't have blossomed. Tough love, kid. That's a little annoying. High roll, please. Or at least just don't low roll. Dude, I was never that mean to Myth. Okay, I didn't abuse Myth. I was never, like, cruel. I guess I was a little mean. Myth was bad for so long, though. Myth was just, like, the worst PD school for so long. If you didn't love me at my pre-Orthrus... If you didn't love me at my Earthquake, don't call me when I'm at my Orthrus. Hawk. In-N-Out's, like, good. I say this, like, once every other stream. It's, like, a very, very good fast food burger. It's not, like, life-changing. Like, I enjoy it. It's good to have it as a fast food option. If I want a fast food burger, that's my spot. But, like, it's not that good. This local burger spot also opened up by my house. That's, like, kind of the same price at In-N-Out, and it's just, like, way better. It's not quite as, like, fast foody. I don't know, like, it's more like Habit Burger, kind of. And I've been going there. Dude, local places, especially with, like, the rising cost of fast food, is, like, kind of... I mean, it's always been the move. But like even now, like burgers I thought were typically something like Mexican food local places over Taco Bell has always been the move. But now even for like burgers, like even just like mid-level places too, like Chili's value. The value of like a Chili's has skyrocketed with like fast food prices. The only thing I really still am a true believer in is Little Caesars. I fucking love Little Caesars. I would never switch up on Little Caesars.
You are not worthy of standing before me, wizard. Fall to the floor. Maybe then I shall show mercy on you.
Nah, but Little Caesars is like just that guy. You'd feel guilty ordering food nowadays. Until I get drunk. If I've had a few drinks, bro, I like some of the food orders I put in. Dude, the problem is I swear Uber Eats is like designed to like capitalize off you when you're drunk. Because like all of the like meal deals, like you have to spend so much money. Then it's like, I would never do it. Like, I'm never going to spend... There's no way I would ever spend over $20 at McDonald's until I get drunk. And I'm hungry. And then it's like, that's like such a good deal. Dude, I swear, actually, it knows. It knows. I only get... You know when you get, like... Because I have the Uber Eats notifications on. I only get the fucking, like, push notifications to my home screen when I'm drunk. It knows. It's like fucking watching my ass. Bro, I do that too when I'm drunk. There are times I do it a lot with Chipotle, because Chipotle will occasionally run the like 2-for-1 Chipotle thing, if like, or like buy one get one free for burritos if you spend $20. So I just make the like craziest giga burrito of all time with like extra everything, and then it's $20, and then they'll give me 2 burritos of the same thing. So then it's like, it still ends up being like $35 all in. But like $35 for 2 Chipotle delivery burritos isn't that crazy. And I like will just keep one for later. Drunk me and Buffalo Wild Wings and DoorDash have a toxic relationship. Dude, that is... yeah. Buffalo Wild Wings is another one though where like... If you actually think about, like, you can get decent value, you just have to spend so much money. You have to drop, like, $40. Alright, we beat Beating Arini. Hopefully now I can quick sell these things and get some money up. Oh, yeah, 150 each. Love that. Oh, yeah, 450 gold right there. Value. Hopefully I can quick sell some of this other shit, too. Don't want... Flame Licked Staff. It's actually expensive. That's good. I don't need Intellect. And now I'm gonna go buy Fire Shields. I feel like I don't have, like, a good... I feel like even... There's a wing place by my house that's pretty good. But I think it's like, it's not Wingstop, but it's definitely not, it's definitely a chain still, I think. Or it's like, it doesn't give like locally owned vibes. $20 wings and fries. Wings are one of those things I think are kind of better to make yourself. Just because, like, if I'm eating wings at, like, watching a game or something, I'm gonna want a lot of wings. Yeah, Archmastery's banned. Archmastery would be so good. Just too strong. Wings are crazy overpriced. I'm also I don't know. I'm kind of a boneless wing guy too. How am I still poor? I just really like chicken. I'm pretty into chicken nuggies. Do I sell my flax right now? I'm gonna regret that later, though. Ooh, money, money. I'm so close. How much more gold do I need? I need like 50 more gold. I have to be able to scrounge that together. I actually don't think I can. Ooh, pet snacks. Wait, you can sell pet snacks to the vendor. I remember this. High IQ play. Okay, bone in tastes better, but like I'm not willing to put in the work. If I am like specifically at like a wing restaurant, I'll do it. But like if I'm going to like B-dubs, or what's the other really popular wing place? Wingstop, like I'm getting boneless. Not worth the value. You know? The utility isn't there. Boneless? Yeah, dude, I just like chicken. Kill me. Sometimes I just want some chicken. Bone me. I'm here all night. What's wrong with them just being saucy chicken nuggets, though? I like chunks of white meat. What's wrong with some white meat chunks? Dude, I'm also hungry too. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna like probably go make chicken. I'll probably just microwave chicken. Throw some chicken in the microwave. Oh, fuck. We're not even, like... I thought we... Okay, we haven't even done this part yet. Okay.
You're to help me find...
I'm actually not even going to microwave chicken breasts. I have, like, little chicken things that, like, I get from Costco. The, like, lightly breaded Kirkland chicken. And I just fucking throw, like, a lot of those chunks on a plate and microwave it. It's very cost effective and it's pretty good. I might even air fry it if I'm feeling like a chef tonight.
Thanks for that.
Bro, the problem with the air fryer is it takes too long. In the microwave, I can be in and out in like, you know, 2 minutes. I cook all the time, bro. I cook like eggs. I mean, I don't cook a lot. I make eggs. I can make ground beef. I can make chicken. I can make, that's kind of it. I can make a quesadilla in the microwave. What else do you need? What else do you need? I can grill. I can make pasta. I can make mac and cheese. I'm not like a... I can make a cheeseburger. Eggs and ramen's pretty gritty. Dude, but like eggs, ground beef, and like vegetables, like what else do you need to eat in life? What else? What other food groups even are there? If you can make eggs and ramen, you're chilling. Like, there's not even that much more culinarily you can do. I feel like most of the shit I could figure out, too. Like, if I had to make fish for something, I could just figure out how to air fry it. I can make sandwiches. What's up, Certify? Ramen and mayo? What was my college? I ate a lot of mac and cheese in college. I ate a lot of goldfish in college. I ate so much goldfish in college. I would get like bulk things of goldfish. Goldfish so yummy. Nachos. I can make nachos. Shredded cheese, and you put it over tortilla chips and you microwave it. And then if you have beans or leftover chicken, you can put those on. Pretty good. Pretty good. What was the weirdest shit I used to make? Actually, I cook a lot, bro. All things considered. Sometimes if I'm feeling like I want to chef it up, I'll air fry some of the lightly breaded chicken, and then I'll take a bagel. Fuck. And I'll put the lightly breaded chicken on the bagel and eat it like it's like a chicken sandwich. You could even add cheese. I don't usually add cheese to that, but you could. That's pretty much Popeyes, if you think about it, architecturally. I don't know. I kind of eat the same shit most days. Hypothetically, someone asks you to make soup, what do you do? Tell them to grow up and eat something with some chicken in it. Ooh, chicken soup? I'd buy it from the store and microwave it. I'm not a soup guy. I mix chicken, broccoli, and sesame sauce and then put it in rice if I'm feeling fancy. Like, what more could you do, you know? I'm not gonna plate my fucking slop. What's up, Ninja? I mean, I put sauce on stuff. I'm not really a ground beef seasoning believer. I think it's actually mostly in your head. I think it's also different if I'm cooking something else, something that like someone else may eat, I usually try harder. Bro, why are you seasoning your meat? It doesn't change how it tastes. What kind of spices do you have in the spice cabinet? I don't do spices. That's weird. What are you doing? I think most meat tastes better unseasoned.
What? Dude, ancestrally, it, like, actually, like, it makes sense. What do you mean? It simulates the hunt. If I cook steak, usually I'm going rare, and I'm not seasoning it. I want to feel as if I killed the cow, and I'm eating him raw. Does salt count as seasoning? It's better for you. If I don't put salt on my meat, I'm actually healthier. Caveman maxing. You ever heard of a sad caveman? Because I haven't. I actually create 2 crazy drops. You die, it's Kimber Run. Is the cheese packet seasoning for macaroni? You want something that's actually... You guys are gonna think I'm crazy. This is like, this is actually not rage bait. Like, this is a genuine Zerit thing. I hate salad dressing. If I get a Caesar salad and it comes with like ranch or seasoning on it, like or any form of dressing, I don't like it. Like, if I buy a salad, I ask for the dressing on the side and then I just don't use it. I just eat, like, like, it depends. There's some salads I like the seasoning for, but like a Caesar salad, I want dry. I want dry, and I want like my chicken. Like, I want a lot of chicken in it. I hate salad dressings. See, Kaiser Noah gets it. I like dry ass salads. I want, I'm not a crouton guy. Although I like a few croutons. I think people tend to overdo the croutons. Like, if I get a crouton packet, I'm usually not putting it in. Thoughts on ice? Like in drinks? If I get a drink and it doesn't have ice in it, I won't, like, I'm not doing that. I cannot do the European thing. I couldn't imagine Caesar salad without the sauce. I just think it's like, at that point, I'm just eating sauce. I want it to be like crunchy. Bro, you give me white bread and water, just plain white bread and water, I could make it months. I would be fine. Why, if you gave me, if there was a Mr. Beast challenge where it was like, you can only eat white bread, unseasoned ground meat, and water, I would never break.
Thanks. I heard from Amanda that the Narini gained some of their power from flame gems they keep in the
It's actually named after Julius Caesar. I'm pretty sure. I would be so fine.
These artifacts had better work. Say that. Would you be willing to go up against them and write down their strengths and weaknesses as battle tactics? You can't expect to go to war without.
Dude, that's not crazy. You know, humans lived for like thousands of years without like spice. I honestly like it more. I really don't like sauces. Unless it's like barbecue sauce. But I only like barbecue sauce on like certain things. Like, if I get chicken nuggets, I eat it without... This is true. This is not even rage bait. Like, if I get chicken nuggets from McDonald's, Like, I only eat sauce if I'm societally pressured to. If I'm like, if I get 20 nuggets from McDonald's on like the drive home or some shit, I would eat them just plain. Like, I don't want to dip them in ranch. I never ask for ketchup. I never want ketchup on anything. If I order a sandwich, do I get sauce? No, I don't like salt and pepper on my sandwiches, and I don't like vinegar. Ooh. No, dude, I hate when Mike has it his way. That's the reason I hate Jersey Mike's, because I used to get Jersey Mike's on, like, the rides home from games, and they would get it for us, and it would be, like, wet by the time I ate it, and then I was like, I don't like Jersey Mike's. What the fuck do you put in your Chipotle burritos? White rice, black, and pinto beans. I get chicken, usually. But I like steak more, it's just more expensive. Then I get, if I'm feeling like I'm big baller brand, I get guac, cheese, and corn. Oh, and definitely sour cream. Definitely sour cream. No vegetables? I don't think it's that weird not to get... Aren't vegetable... Or fajitas are extra at Chipotle. I hate spicy things. I absolutely despise anything with spice. I won't do it. Sour cream is not a sauce. I like getting chips from... I do like queso. I'll dip chips in queso. I won't dip, like... I'm not a huge salsa guy. Although there are salsas I do like. I don't like pico. I like, what's the, like warm red sauces kind of thing. I guess I'm just not that into food. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't consider myself, like... I'm a pretty habitual eater. I like burritos. Not a salad guy. I like vegetables a lot. And fruit. I don't go to Waffle House. I think I've been to Waffle House like once. It's not really as big of a thing in California. I don't even know if it is a thing in California. I like mayo, but I don't like mayo overdone. Honestly, this is like a take I have a lot too. I hate soggy bread. Like, I like mayo because mayo doesn't make the bread super wet, but like if you slobber my shit in mayo, I don't like that. I never toast bread. This is another thing about me. I hate burnt bread. I'll toast bread until it gets warm, but like if I toast a bagel and it has any discoloration, I'm not happy. I mean, I like it to, like, when it gets firm enough that I can, like, spread shit on it. But I don't like, if it starts to golden, I don't like that. I don't think that's actually that's probably the least weird thing. Is pepper too spicy? I don't like pepper. If I'm eating some shit, never once in my life have I reached for a salt. It's just never happened. Like, it's just not... Like, if I'm eating at a restaurant, I've never once been like, this needs added salt. Like, the fucking salt and pepper shakers on tables are decorations. What did you even eat growing up? Okay, this is part of it, is my mom's vegetarian, and she would cook for me. So, like, I don't think my mom really thought about, like, she hasn't ever eaten meat. So maybe that's part of it? I don't know. I don't know. That does kind of check out. It's all adding up. I don't know. I'm just not that into it. Like, I don't know. I don't think it tastes differently. I am not a picky eater. I will eat anything. If I'm cooking for myself, like, I'm not like, oh, this needs more salt. What do you put salt on? Like, are you eating, like... The only thing I might actually put salt on is fries. But even then, not really. You put salt on, like, sandwiches and shit? I don't think salt makes things taste better. It makes it taste like salt. Do you use unsalted butter? I don't think I've ever used butter for anything ever. Like, if I'm making eggs, I use margarine. Margarine is kind of like my ult. That's usually what I put on bread. I don't think I've ever used butter. So fake butter? Pretty much. I can't believe it's not butter. The green and, like, beige thing, the, like, jug from Costco, I use that as my ult. How'd I lose attempt 12? I died to the cat. Dude, should I do a cooking with Zared video? Should I show you one of my meals? Is he abhorrent? How have you not died from malnutrition? It's healthier. Not putting a bunch... If I'm making ground beef and I don't cover it in butter and salt, it's objectively healthier. Not putting dressing on your salad is objectively healthier. Yeah, but it's not like there's no salt in the things you eat. I guarantee you the average American gets too much salt. I don't think that's a problem. Objectively worse for overall living. This is the other thing is like I enjoy the things I eat. I'm happy. Go on Hell's Kitchen. Worst cooks in America? No, usually for breakfast I just have I don't usually eat breakfast actually. If I'm hungry, I eat like a bagel or bread or a banana. I eat a lot of banana. I think I got part of my like dining hall. I probably made money off my dining hall transaction just by the amount of fruit I ate my freshman year. I could easily eat 2 or 3 banana. I put margarine on my bagel. I can't believe it's not butter on my bagel. Dude, I never once thought that the dining hall food was bad. Never once. My only beef with the dining hall is it wasn't open late at night. I like cream cheese. I don't put cream cheese on my own bagels. But if I'm at like an event and they have cream cheese, I'll use it. I'm not anti-cream cheese. I've had a lot of fancy food in my life and I never fucked with it. I would rather eat my ground beef than beef tartare. 100%. Every time I've had like tartare, it's like, I don't like the flavor of it. What do I like that's like expensive? I love sushi. I would eat any kind of sushi and be happy. And sushi's expensive. Sushi's probably the fanciest food I'm willing to pay for. The sushi is not cheap. I didn't like tartare. I also I had a lamb. I thought lamb was kind of whatever. I don't think it's that good of a meat. I don't know. I'm trying to think what's the most expensive thing I've ever eaten? It's probably tartare. My highest bill ever was definitely at like a sushi place though. I like sushi in an all-you-can-eat format, though. That's like the optimal way to eat sushi is go to like a cheap all-you-can-eat place. And for $40, you can eat like a pound of sushi. I like fried chicken. I just it's like... How consistently am I gonna eat it? I like fish tacos. I like salmon. But like... I don't know. I'm not huge into steak. I like calamari. Or not steak, seafood. But the thing, I get where you're coming from, Dogma, where it's like eating at all you can eat and then feeling bad afterwards. But noticeably, sushi is like better to pass than I imagine like another all you. Like if you go to like a buffet and you really gorge yourself, it gets pretty bad. But like sushi is just kind of like rice and fish, and like I guess you could get like May rolls or something, and then all of a sudden you're eating sour cream and shit. But I feel like sushi is better than like eating to the point of like your stomach being completely full, like wings or pizza, or like God forbid like Mexican food where you will just like not feel good. I have not gotten a pet drop yet, no. Not like the thing is like you gotta just like when we would do all you could eat in college, it would like you gotta starve yourself all day. You don't eat anything. The only thing you eat and drink are like things to get your stomach in more hungry. So I would drink like a shit ton of black coffee because it like gets everything in your stomach moving. And I drink a lot of water before because it expands your stomach. And then I would go and I'd try to bankrupt the place. Oysters so overhyped. Oysters might be one of the like worst cost. I don't like oysters. I think if I was offered an oyster, even if it was free, I wouldn't eat it. I've had hot pot. I've gone to a couple all-you-can-eat places where it's like you cook your own meat kind of thing. I like them, just not as much as sushi. I think lobster's good. Again, it's like, I don't think I'm willing to pay for it. But lobster's good. I'm not anti-lobster. What else? I don't know. There's nothing like super expensive that I'm like crazy over. I like pizza. I think I can definitely like pizza's one of the things. Like I like cheap pizza, but like good expensive pizza is definitely like it's different and it's good. There's so many different kinds of fish though. I've had deep dish pizza. I love deep dish. Pizza's also one of those things, like, I could realistically make it home, but, like, I'm not going to. It's like, I feel like I'm paying for the effort. Who the fuck is eating an alligator? Me, after I destroy Nebet Narini. Should an alligator be not that expensive, though? I feel like they, like, especially in, like, Florida, they have, like, infinite. I scammed you out of $5? What did I do? I'm scamming.
You donated? Did I just miss it? I don't think I've had grouper. Pink dandelion. I feel like eating shark fin is about like being able to like say you are able to like afford it. It's a flex, you know what I mean? Alright, I am gonna end stream here though. It's getting to the point. This is a good run we got going. This is a great run. An awesome run. Besides Midshade, we were kind of balling. So Zert's not washed in unk. I will be live tomorrow. I'm working on editing the Minecraft video, so that'll be out this weekend. No, one more Narini is where you get into trouble. That's where they get you. That's how they get you. It's always the one more. It's a pipeline. All right, don't do anything I wouldn't do. I will be live probably a little bit earlier, like 4-ish tomorrow, 7 EST. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.